This semester I'm teaching a couple survey classes on world religions, and we spend a week on each of the major world religions. And a couple of weeks ago we were dealing with Jainism, and Jainism emerged out of India about 2,500 years ago. And it's kind of a spin-off or a reformation of, or latest their attempt at a reformation of Hinduism. And one of the probably the basic tenet of Jainism is something called ahimsa, and you'll see a logo of a hand. And ahimsa means do no harm, and that applies to do no harm to human beings, to animals, to bugs, no matter what. Do not harm anything that is living. And I've taught this class in various semesters over the last 2 decades. And every semester, students talk about how wonderful and how dedicated the Jains are about doing no harm to animals or to even bugs. And that's why the monks will wear gauze masks so that they don't inhale a bug and thus kill the bug and harm an insect. That is verboten. You just do not want to do that. And when students reply and talk about ahimsa, they wax poetic about how wonderful that is, until you raise the issue about women within Jainism. Women are the reason why we're in trouble. Women are an attachment to this world in which we live. When we want to escape this world, women attach us to this world and stop our migration out through these cyclical life, birth, death, and finally reaching nirvana and escape from the world. Women are considered by the Jains the cause of all the problems. And yet they still do this nonsense about no harm. What about harming women? And so that's the backstory. The issue that this essay is about goes beyond just simply ahimsa and that contradiction. But there is a contradiction in our society. We talk the talk, but we often don't walk the walk of equality. And the Donald is a great example of that. He talks about how he's great with women, but listen to what he says, and there's a disconnect. Precisely the same kind of disconnect there is with Jainism. Period, new paragraph. It is also true, the issue of sexism is true not only within Jainism, but in all the world religions. There isn't one religion that has emerged out of 250,000 years of human evolution that addresses sexism and gives total equality to both sexes. Whether we deal with sexism in religion or just sexism in society, that has to end. So this essay is about Jainism, about the Donald and his sexism, but it is also about sexism as we see it in the world in which we live, and we need to stop it. In the meantime, you take care. And thank you for spending the time watching this video. in reading this essay.